Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to day 59 dropshipping. I pretty much just got done working for the day. I'm about to go to sleep soon, but like I said, the advertorial is done and the ads just got approved. The advertorial, I am having some second thoughts about it. Instead of having it all like a two-step funnel, as far as we got the advertorial and then I have the product snippet and then the offer, which is catching bundles. So it's like price points and tiers for like 30 a 30-day supply, 90-day supply, and then that's all on one page. What I was thinking of is, if these metrics are good and there is buying intent, I really should make a sales page, which would be after the advertorial, which I don't have yet, because instead of doing that, I just put it on the advertorial, because I know some people, they don't really have full-on sales pages per se. Like, if you're using Shopify, most likely you do have a sales page, but I'm talking like the people that are using Funnelish, ClickFunnels, WooCommerce. You see the advertorial, and then when you click to buy now, it shows like the bundle selector and then the add payment options, which that technically kind of is a sales page, because it does have more product information on the screen. I just don't have that yet. I mean, I do have product information, but it's like, think about your average Shopify product, and you got the product photos, the title, the reviews, and then the bundle selector or your offer selector. I just copied that and pasted it onto the bottom of the advertorial, so I could possibly skip the whole sales page, because people often talk about this 7, 8, 12 step funnel, and it just doesn't seem like smart to run that. I feel like the drop off to page is going to be at minimum 25%. So I try to make it as simple as possible, just an advertorial, product on the advertorial, and then when you add to cart, or, well, I don't even have it as add to cart, but your add to cart button, mine says claim my discount, and then it skips straight to checkout. So I skip the sales page, I skip the cart completely, which doing so, it skips a couple steps, like clicking the cart button, continue to checkout. It skips all those pointless steps. This advertorial is about came out to around an 8 to 10 minute read, depending on how quick you read. Photos are in there, reviews are at the bottom, social proof. The only thing that I had difficulty doing today was the actual ads. That part was tricky, because because with the ad strategy I'm doing, it is very similar to a native ads, which I'm not running native ads. I'm not running long form copy. I am running kind of pretty much problem aware, with bold text headlines with a scroll stopper photo. But for my angle, it was really, really hard to come up with scroll stopper photos. So I'm not sure if the photos, I know the headlines and the copy is good, but the actual photo itself, creating a scroll stopper for this angle was difficult, and the weak point could be that. So hopefully the metrics do turn out pretty good. I did launch 15 ads, so I did 10 one by one, which is the square, and then I did 5 just the same ads, just in real format, so 9 by 16, just so that if people are in reels or like Instagram stories, it's not either zoomed in or cropped out where you can barely read the text. So I wanted to fit the format, and I wanted to fit all formats for a static photo, which those two formats pretty much hit most of the boxes that you want to be in overall. Then I do have Microsoft Clarity, so first thing I'm going to do when I wake up is So first, I did launch it at a $100 daily budget. By the time I wake up, it probably won't have spent all of that. I mean, it could. It's meta at the end of the day. It's kind of weird lately. There's been a lot of bugs on Meta, but I do have Microsoft Clarity, so I can see kind of like a heat map. I can see the average session duration. I mean, even on Microsoft Clarity, you can even watch active live visitors on your site. And I was just thinking that it'd be really cool to see someone complete a purchase, but I'm quite new to advertorials. They're not my strong suit at all, but every day we're getting better. I have been reading more breakthrough advertising, which it's obviously debatable, and I don't know many authors in the marketing space, but a lot of people on Twitter, YouTube really hype up and sauce up the books, and it's the best marketing book ever. This guy is a genius. So I do have a correct version of breakthrough advertising. It's interesting book for sure. A lot of the concepts go a little bit over my head, but I think on the second and third, fourth, fifth read through, I will definitely probably start understanding a lot more of the concepts that this guy is yapping on about. And this book, I can definitely tell it taps more into the emotional side. You know, it's never about the product, it's about the problem you can solve for most cases, especially in the supplement niche. You know, people aren't taking a pill because they want to just take a pill every day. They're taking it for the problem that it can potentially fix that they are having. The hard part is knowing their age range, knowing how they talk, and knowing what kind of terms, slang they use, and really have a deep understanding of their problem. So when they see the ad, you are speaking directly to them, and you can hook them with that using the problem paired with some emotion cues to tap into their emotion to invoke, make them click on it, make them buy it, and that's just standard marketing practice. But breakthrough advertising goes into a really deep dive about that, and I'm only on like page 60, I think, around there. I just got a correct version. The real book on Amazon, it's like $120. I don't think I'm gonna get that yet, not yet. Especially if I have ebook on my computer. I don't really need it. Definitely not yet, for the very least. But that's pretty much it today. Just hopefully we do get some good traffic, hopefully some actual sales. I try to make a pretty good offer. Definitely an offer that is more AOV focused than volume, and I try to make it as legit as possible. The editorial does read very good. I did read it over 10 times probably. For someone with this problem, I try to make it it's a little bit more of a first person point of view, but it does switch in and out when you get to the product discovery phase, which that is near the end of it, which would be the solution to the mechanism or explanation of the problem and the breakdown, from a first person point of view to kind of match the customer avatar, their age range, their feelings, what's going on, what's happening to them. You kind of want to match it like 1-to-1, so they're like, wow, this definitely sounds like me. I knew I wasn't the only one. I knew I wasn't crazy. And I was also watching a Mark Builds Brands video, and just a quick tip that I thought was pretty good is, so in your product photos, if you're just running basic product photos with just your product and a background, whatever, I guess that's fine. But if you do see what's kind of trending right now, it's kind of having in your photos, having actual words and common objections and What else? It would be like 90-day money-back guarantee, badges, made in USA, maybe health concerns. But what Mark builds brands, he did say that your second photo, always kill any objection that they would possibly have, because a lot of people, once they get to the product, they do scroll the photos. And when I was in Microsoft Clarity watching people on my last advertorial, every single time they got to the actual product part, they did swipe through the actual product photos. So the first one probably have your top 3 main benefits for your avatar, speak directly to them. Any trust badges, made in USA, free shipping, 90-day money-back guarantee, get that all on there. So if they do want the product, they're feeling ultra motivated and more safe and secure to actually get this product. Then the second one, always answer any objections, kill it before it even gets into their consciousness. I fucked up that word, but we're just going to skip over that. I think everybody gets the point. Then the third one, you can test this one if you're running enough traffic, which obviously I'm not, but social proof. I have been seeing people do like testimonies or user reviews where the product isn't even in the photo. It's literally just a text box. Obviously, you're gonna, use AI or use Canva and get like the actual text box graphic, and make it look, obviously make it look good. But user testimonials or real user reviews, that is something that I did try with this one. So yeah, and just hopefully there's good buying intent. The story reads really, really good, but hopefully I just matched my avatar and matched their language. I definitely tried, but advertorials, this is a whole entire new game, and I think this is definitely the way to go overall, just because of the speed I'm able to get it out. The ads are so much easier to make, because instead of a highly edited 2-minute video that takes me 4 hours, I can have a whole entire advertorial, and possibly down the line, if we do get to that point, a sales page probably done in a day or less. And then the ads, you can test so many, because so many different concepts, and it's just a static image ad instead of a video that takes me really long to edit. So just the speed and scalability and advertorials, there's a lot of pros. There's a few cons, but mainly pros. And at the same time, once I get to that point, I will probably have a sales page or a landing page. I don't want to use the word landing page, because it's not going to be the first point of traffic when you're running an advertorial. But if I did want to run some video ads, I could turn the actual sales page after the advertorial into a landing page if I did want to run just some video ads down the line for scalability, because some people, they respond best to image ads and reading an advertorial. Some of your potential customer demographic, they will never read an advertorial, like I'm pretty young, I'm 20. I've never read an advertorial once for a product I was considering buying, but for my age demographic and audience, it could be a 50-50. I don't have any data on that, but I know it's somewhere around there. And some other audiences, they'll respond better to a product page paired with a video ad, a video explainer, a mini VSL. So different formats, you're going to unlock the same customer, just a different type of customer overall. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. But day 60 is tomorrow. It's just crazy to think that 2 months, I feel like I've made some good progress, but I definitely have to go a lot harder. I don't know. Obviously I understand this is not an overnight thing, but I just got to keep going, we just can't stop at all, just can't stop. And I definitely think just hopefully before Q4, that is my main concern right now, because it's already July 21st, and we got Q4 coming up a lot quicker than I wanted to, and Q4, that's like life-changing potentially if you have your product dialed in, your ads dialed in, your funnel dialed in. Q4 could literally, it just gets crazy, But that is it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I did get an email from one of you guys telling me to keep going. It was a really long email. I did read it all, and I did watch that video you sent me. I do appreciate that. Thank you for that. That definitely kept me going. That was a great email to get. I am thinking about starting up just a little Discord community. Obviously free. I'm not selling any courses or anything, but if you did want me to start a Discord, comment down below Discord, and I will probably just pay someone to make one, because I'm not the best at Discord. I obviously use it, but actually making a server, I have no clue how, and it's going to be invite only pretty much, because a lot of Discords ecom related that I'm in, there's a ton of bots, and I'm not dealing with any of that. So I don't know what the verification process would be, but when we get there, I guess I'll have to think about it some more. But that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for day 60. Hopefully we get some sales.